Concept video. Topic: what is negative infinity? What is negative infinity in JavaScript? The negative infinity in JavaScript is a constant value that is used to represent a value that is the lowest available. This means that no other number is lesser than this value. It can be generated using a self-made function or by an arithmetic operation. Note: JavaScript shows that negative infinity value has infinity. Negative infinity is different from mathematical infinity is the following ways. Negative infinity results in minus 0 different from 0 when divided by any other number. When divided by itself, or positive infinity, negative infinity, written NaN. Negative infinity when divided by any positive number apart from positive infinity is negative infinity. Negative infinity divided by negative number apart from negative infinity is positive infinity. If we multiply negative infinity with NaN, we will get NaN result. Syntax: number dot negative infinity. What is negative infinity value? Negative infinity is a special numeric value that it is written when an arithmetic operation or mathematical function generates a negative value greater than the largest representable number in JavaScript. More negative than number max value, JavaScript displays the negative infinity value as infinity. What is the negative infinity? Similarly, there is a concept called negative infinity which is less than any real number. The symbol minus pi infinity is used to denote a negative infinity. Take a close look at the visible display of infinity, positive and negative infinity right along an infinitely long zip line in opposite direction. What is infinity in JavaScript? Infinity is a property of the global object. In other words, is a variable in global scope. The value infinity, positive infinity, is greater than other numbers. The value behaves slightly different math infinity. See number positive infinity for details. What is positive infinity in JavaScript? The positive infinity in JavaScript is a number that is constant and represents a value that is the highest available. It can be generated using a self-made function or by an arithmetic operation. Note: JavaScript shows the positive infinity as values has infinity. Is negative infinity divided by 0? We cannot really divide infinity by 0 because infinity is not a number and we do it not divided by 0. However, we can use limits to determine it. What happens when we divide an extremely large quantity almost infinite large by an extremely small quantity very close to a 0? What is negative infinity? Negative infinity is a number in JavaScript which is derived by dividing negative infinity by 0. A number object needs not be created to access this static property. The value of negative infinity is the same as the negative value of the infinity property of the global object. The values behave different than the mathematical infinity. Any positive value including positive infinity multiplied by negative infinity is negative infinity. Any negative value including negative infinity but multiplied by negative infinity, positive infinity, 0 multiplied, and multiplied, negative infinity, positive value expect positive value infinity, negative infinity. Any number divided by negative infinity is 0. What is the relationship between JavaScript and ECMA script? ECMA script stands for European Computer Manufacturer Association. ECMA script is the official name for JavaScript for accessing XML elements. What is the relationship between JavaScript and ECMA script? JavaScript is a scripting language most often used for silent slide web development. It was the originating dialect of the ECMA script standard. ECMA script and a live script are other names for JavaScript, the current JavaScript that supported in browsers. ECMA revision 3. How to read and write a file using JavaScript. There are two ways to do it. One, using JavaScript extension runs from JavaScript editor. Using a web page and ActiveX object. Internal Explorer only. Project Infinity in Java. Let's see how we can implement Infinity in Java. We have inbuilt constant variables which store the Infinity value, and it is very available in Java lang.package that is automatically imported in the Java program. In the above statement, we have defined a variable positive infinity with the type of double and is initialized with double positive infinity, which is an inbuilt Java infinite variable. So the output looks like as below. Implementing negative infinity in Java. Implementing negative infinity is similar to implementing positive infinity. In this also we have an inbuilt constant variable that stores the negative infinite value. Double negative infinity infinite. Double dot negative infinity. System dot println negative INF. Positive infinity. The constant double positive infinity holds the positive infinity value of type double. This value is obtained by dividing 1.0 by 0.0. Its string representation is infinity. This value is a convention and its hexadecimal representation is 7 double F double 0. Every double variable with this bitwise value contains positive infinity, negative infinity. The constant double negative infinity holds the negative infinity value of type double. This value is obtained by dividing minus 1.0 by 0.0. Its string representation is obtained by infinity. This value is also known as convention and its hexadecimal representation FFF. 000000. Every double variable with this bitwise value contains negative infinity. JavaScript and ECMA stands from European Computer Manufacturer Association. ECMA script is the official name for JavaScript for accessing XML elements. What is the relationship between JavaScript and ECMA script? JavaScript is a scripting language most often used silent slide web development. The current Java let's see how we can implement. The above statement have defined a variable positive infinite with the type of double is initialized with double positive and infinity method. This value is also known as convention and its hexadecimal representation is triple F double zero double zero double zero double zero double zero double zero. Every double variable with is bitwise Thank you.